All right. Cinco, what's up, man? We are here. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? I know I haven't been streaming or making video or content, but like I said in my video earlier, I've been locked into the market. Market is looking good. You said Jasmine has gone up a little bit. Let's check it. It's what's funny is I planned on doing a Jasmine video and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go live. Jasmine on the weekly still trying to fight to get back above this bull market band, but sentiment just isn't there, man. Sentiment isn't there. We got war tension and everything that's going on with the Fed being in quantitative tightening. It seems like we've been saying this for like months and months and months. That's probably the reason that I stopped like had to, for a full week. Like I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gonna make no content because I frankly just got tired of saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I kind of feel like Trump, even though maybe it's not best for the market to cut rates right now when you think about what could happen with inflation, but I kind of feel like Trump. I'm just over it, right? I'm ready because if you've been in crypto, you know like the market been like trading sideways and chopping up literally since the halving, right? We've been having pumps here and there, but literally since the halving, it's been chop suey, and it got a little bit worse when Trump got into office. Of course, Trump is promising this and promising that, and making all of these promises, but in some cases, many would argue that he hasn't actually been executing in some factors. There has been some things he has done, but there's been a lot of things that have talked about doing, but they just haven't came into fruition, right? As far as the market today, I think the PMI results did come out. I didn't do a report yet on the PMI or the job reports, but I will do that tomorrow. I think the big thing that everybody's been talking about is just Genius Act. I've seen people talk about the pros of it. I've seen people talk about the cons of it. That is the one thing I can say that they have been delivering, right? And that's the adoption and per se the push of having a pro crypto government and behind risk on assets or should I say digital assets. So that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Let's take a look at BTC. I think I got it actually pulled up here. So we talked about. Hey guys, any questions? Feel free to ask me. Like I said, this is just a chill stream. I'm not about to like really break down anything specifically. I'm just going over the market and kind of getting back into the feel of things with the stream. I got a few partnerships on the way, so be looking for that. Hopefully I could do something big within the Tau ecosystem, right? So been talking to a lot of the subnets, so excited to see where that goes on potential partnerships with some of these subnets. So just be looking out for some new content. As far as the market, this market is going to require patience. The one thing that I think we talked about the most is the post halving correction, the post halving price peak, and then the post halving pi cycle top peak. And when you look at all this historical data, it puts us around 100 and 120, 30 days left. For this specific Bitcoin 4 year cycle, if you still believe in the 4 year cycle. So I don't think that this is a double top because we never seen a cycle like top out in this fast, in such a short manner. But I would love to see this inverted head and shoulder validate, right? I would love to see this inverted head and shoulder validate and push us somewhere between 120 and 130,000, right? So even in the midst of war tension and actual strikes, because y'all see what's going on. And again, peace and positivity to everybody out there. But even in the midst of these strikes, Bitcoin is still holding 100K as support, which we talked about in our report. That was extremely important. Extremely important. But the market itself is just really kind of crazy, bro. Crazy. I will show you guys why. One second. And I talked about this a little bit earlier. Um, how our model predicted that June was just going to be a rough month, and we had a little bit of correction, potential rally, right, in mid June, and then we lost all of those gains upon war tension, which coincides with the late June 2025 deepening correction. So it really doesn't matter what altcoin you talk about. I know you guys like me to do videos on specific altcoins, but at this point, we got to talk about the greater theory or thesis here, and that would be the Fed stated that they're looking at 2 rate cuts. The market hasn't priced in 2 rate cuts. Now, I think we get 3. In fact, there's been talk around the town, right? That the percentage for us to ease in July is increasing. So some people think we could get an emergency rate cut in July, which definitely isn't priced in. But I don't think that's going to happen because we've been talking about emergency rate cuts for months now and they just never happen. So something has to seriously break a bank, hopefully no attacks actually happen in the states and stuff like that. But that would like cause this ultimate black swan. And when you have these events, whether it be a black swan, tension, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, you usually see a strong rebound, especially in a market that wants to be bullish. Like the market itself, the fundamentals in the things that this market is built on, it wants to be bullish, even in the midst of the sentiment being this low. So we could talk shit about it's over, bear market, whatever. But Bitcoin still is holding strong, 100K as support, and retail is nowhere to be found. Right? I want to go over this thesis that one of my guys in the council talked about a little bit earlier today. So we'll actually I want to actually look at that. So actually let me look at this. We talked about this in the J5 council. So guys, salute to my boy Crypto Mike. But I love to use his points of view as a starting point, right? Because he's seen multiple cycles and multiple whether we're talking about the .com, he's an older cat, so he's seen some things. But this is what he says. I will say this, that retail is just nowhere to be found at all. I personally don't see a reason for them to show up soon either. Broke, struggling, war, division, and then I would add quantitative tightening because at the end of the day, we're still in quantitative tightening. On top of that, he says summer is generally slow anyway. See how this Iran situation unfolds. It's really not a good situation in some of the same narratives that led to 9/11. Peace and positivity. It feels like it's market makers versus traders. So fairly smart groups playing with each other, which I agree. Right now, this market is like a laundry machine, right? It's no new money coming in. It's just someone giving money to me that's been in the crypto or me giving my money to someone else that's been in crypto. It's literally us, the same people, just giving each other money back and forth. Retail isn't here. But I don't want to deny the strength that I am seeing in the market. Will Bitcoin dominance ever go down with these ETFs? Who knows? But Bitcoin is definitely proving itself as a hedge against inflation. It's still holding 100K in the midst of a current black swan event. And we've never seen Bitcoin do that. Some people say there's still a chance that we drop down to 50K. If that happens, sayonara to your altcoins. But he says this, it feels like it's market makers versus traders, so fairly smart groups playing with each other. If retail was here, the Iran B dump would have been 10% in an hour. This is very little emotion in the market, just calculated support and resistant entry, similar to lack of emotion. Perfect fucking point that nobody pays attention to. This is another example of why retail isn't here. It's just us. It's just us, guys. It's just us. Because if retail was here and we got that Black Swan event, crypto would have crashed even harder. So the believers are here, the diamond hands are here, institutions is here, smart money is here, but retail isn't here. And you could tell by how the market reacted to the possible war tension. Overall, there has been a trader's bull run. From experience. Buying and holding has been the wrong approach. Now, somebody in my comments asked me about rotating because I talked about this in the video, and I was very passionate in about how, in 2023, I took a lot of flack from rotating into a meme coin, and I had a lot of capital and a lot of liquidity into narrative trading. So at that time, I was a little bit ahead of time, right? I kind of seen it coming, the AI, but it was AI gaming and some other shit, right? I can't remember what the narrative is. But I noticed that people weren't just, that the money was being made from these low caps, these micro caps, but hunting narratives, right? With potential. Now, in hindsight, some of those coins are down 80, 90%. But if you took profits, you made a lot of fucking money in this cycle, right? You didn't take profits, you probably round tripped your entire bag. Fair. He says, tip of the cap to you, Millie. From my outlook, you have an excellent pulse on the last few years, learning and adapting as it flows, which I have, right? I give what the market gives me, and I diverse that information to you guys. But it's not me per se just buying a whole bunch of fucking coins and being like, okay, I'm going to just believe in this until 2030. Because when I first got into crypto, that was the narrative. But I don't know. For me, it just never worked out. Everybody is different. I just felt like hunting new narratives and things that could possibly be integrated into not just everyday life, but humanity, aka AI, just made more sense for me from an investment point of view. So quite frankly, in my opinion, you have left your old Jim Hunter buddies in well and dust. And I see no shot to those, but a lot of those guys are still focusing on these coins, and some of them, to be fair, like Archie and crypto stuff, they kind of like myself moved on to understanding like, hey, this cycle is based on narrative. It's a social economy, community hype, but utility coins have been a little bit underwhelming, and I know I'm not the only person that says that. And you can look back at a token like Hedera and ask yourself, like, why isn't Hedera sitting at a $50 billion market cap? Why isn't Hedera rivaling something like Solana? So many people would argue, well, utility altcoins, right, the ones that y'all consider altcoin season, has been underwhelming. I personally believe altcoin season has been delayed. I think it will happen at some point. I don't think we will ever get an altcoin season as long as we're in quantitative tightening. Long as we're in QT, alt season is not happening. And I think retail understands that. And we bag on retail, but maybe we're the dumb ones, because retail they like, look, I came in crypto, I got fucking wrecked. I'm not coming back until shit changed with this economy. I'm not putting up a risk of my hard-earned capital that I work for, because a lot of these people work for this money, in an environment where the president and the Fed can't get on the same page. So I don't blame retail, but I want to tell retail this, right? The one thing that I've noticed about cryptocurrency, whether it's short term, mid term, or long term, when you buy the fear, when you buy the blood in the streets, especially during something we call a Black Swan event, 9 times out of 10, it ends up being a profitable trade down the line. Maybe it doesn't happen immediately, which is fine. But down the line, you look back like, okay, this was a good position to enter. Fucked up part about this is that we're getting a Black Swan event, similar to a Black Swan event, right? In the midst of an environment where the altcoin market has already been extended. So actually, let me reload this page so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. You see that huge circle I just kind of made right there? I don't want this here. You see this whole circle, right? So, I mean, altcoins, right? If maybe certain shit that you hold and didn't do well, but there's been opportunity. You could have made money this cycle. I'm not going to say you couldn't have made money this cycle because you could have. But just based on what I'm looking at, right? If we would have got the Black Swan here or down here, I would have been a really big buyer. The problem is we're getting something that looks like a Black Swan towards the end of the 4-year cycle. And this is why people are chalking it up because they like, okay, we're already, according to history, we're already at the end of the fucking 4-year cycle, according to history. Now we got a Black Swan manifesting, and we could possibly be staring at a double top. So you ask yourself, like, do I want to be a part of this? Do I want to be a part of this? For me, for me, it makes sense because I'm full-time Web3. So I can scan the market and find an opportunity and make a 5x, 10x, depending on how long I sit at this fucking computer screen. But everybody can't do that. So I got an understanding of why retail is like, shit, I could just focus on my job. I can buy shit that I want to buy. I can spend time with my family, opposed to stressing out about this fucking market because this shit is just so fucking stressful. And I get it. But I had a conversation with a Tau subnet owner today. Salute to that Tau subnet owner. And I said this. I said, yeah, retail can feel like that. But look what's happening with Tesla. And this and not to add, look where we're at with the altcoin. Like, this is the perfect chance to buy altcoins. We're in Bitcoin season, but that's neither here nor there, right? Because I know some people don't want to hear that, right? But when you look at like some of the things that's happening with AI, I don't want to say Tesla, but AI, right? Tesla's robo-taxi goes live. I don't know. Oh, okay, Tesla's robo-taxi goes live. Whatever, right? This is an example. You got AI being integrated in everyday life. So yeah, you could be like, okay, yeah, man, fuck crypto, whatever. But I personally think with the emergence of artificial intelligence, it's more risk to fade this narrative in its beginning, in its infant stages. I think you're putting up more risk to fade this shit. That I say it's an 80% chance artificial intelligence is going to continue to blow up here, which is going to take the big data market with it. It's going to take other markets with it. So, right? So, yes, it's like, Millie, I'm so sick of fucking crypto. I get it, bro. Like, yes, but do not lose focus on what's happening every day. Every day we get new adoption news, whether it's these stable coins being integrated everywhere, whether it's a crypto project disrupting a market like the POS market, whether it's something like XRP disrupting the remittance market. Every day we get a new set of news or something we can hold on to that further pushes the adoption of crypto. So, despite my frustration, I know at some point, our delayed gratification is going to pay off. At some point. We didn't get this far for nothing. I truly believe at some point the delayed gratification is going to you know what I mean, pay off, right? Taking a look at DeFi Llama, you can clearly see down here the stablecoin market has exploded. Exploded. There we go. I don't know why it's not working, but you can see the stablecoin market has exploded. So I'm not trying to get on here and sell you no snake oil, right? I'm just showing you that every time we get a wrench in the game, we bounce back like it's nothing. And this ain't no average. This is literally like real war tension. This is not no play type. Like they talking about us on their TV on some wild type movie type shit. Yet crypto and even the stock market continues to show resolve and strength despite retail no fucking show. You be the judge. I don't want to tell you this is bearish. I don't want to tell you this is bullish. I can only tell you what I am. Am I frustrated? Yes. Am I about to fade one of the greatest generational wealth transfers of all time because I'm too emotionally attached to paper? Hell no. We're going to ride this out. And at some point, I believe our delayed gratification will be rewarded. Will be rewarded. Guys, I was cooking. I'm so sorry. We got 22 people in there. I do apologize if somebody did super chat. Carton, thank you for the $2, bro. I appreciate that. I'm great, Emily. Thank you. It's Motivated Mondays, not Move Around Mondays. The back. What's going on with I haven't talked about Elon. Come on, guys. I haven't talked about Elon in like almost 6 months. Still waiting for ZBE to drop to cop some more. You still want it to go down lower? That's crazy. It's been going down a little bit lower, but if you don't have much to say on these alts, then I don't expect to hear from you. We know you're watching it. Appreciate that. ZBCN has been the only thing to save my portfolio. Starting accumulating at 2010, rolled it up to Feb, shorted at 2015, brought a one share 307, and then even though it's down, the OG ZBCN holders are doing great. Well, that's good for you, right? I noticed that a lot of people who watch the YouTube channel are less degen and are less likely to buy high volatile cryptocurrencies. But and the J5 Council can pretty much confirm this, right? There's opportunities daily in crypto with lower cap. Is that they sell them if you have everyday life going on, unless you're a full-time Web3 quant like myself. So projects like ZBCN, XRP, Hedera, Tau, subnets within Tau, Hyper, Casper, whatever your favorite project is, your altcoin, Say, it's a lot of them, right? When we do get out of quantitative tightening, just imagine how much it's like pushing something at the bottom of the fucking ocean. That's what quantitative tightening did. You ever see the ball at the bottom and you push the ball at the bottom of the ocean and they got an anchor on it, right? That's quantitative tightening. They just keep pulling us lower. Once they take that anchor off, once they take those shackles off, right? And you see the strength in crypto, in QT, you got to have some sort in your head. And I just a high thing. I'm thinking like, if we can hold this type of strength, if we can perform this way, in 3-4 years of being in QT, how do you think the cryptocurrency market will perform when they finally take the shackles off us? We've been trying to keep our head above the water, but the whole time we've been having an anchor on us, keeping us grounded, keeping us underwater. What do you think is going to happen to crypto when they finally take the shackles off and we stop QT, end it, chill for a little bit, and then they start printing again, right? You got the explosion here at the global M2, but who knows of the correlation, right? It's like a 10 week delay or a lack thereof between the Bitcoin price and the global M2. The global M2 is still going up, right? Um, does Bitcoin go up? Who knows? Some people are looking at this chart, right, where the global M2 is going up, but Bitcoin has started to decouple away from the global M2. I think that this decoupling is because of warfares. I don't think that it's decoupling because Bitcoin just is losing strength on it. It's just lack or showing weakness. I just think that the uncertainty between the Fed and the president, tension, war tension, and these tariffs are like anchors, like ankle weights. They're keeping us down. We probably can jump higher if we take these fucking ankle weights off. So I gotta keep my resolve strong personally because I personally don't know how crypto is going to react once we get out of QT. Because if it reacts like it did last time, a lot of people are going to miss out on a generational opportunity. A generational opportunity. And again, you got physical robotics, you got DPIN, right? You got meme coin, community tokens, you got the social economy, right? That's starting to blow. You got the internet, uh, what's it? The internet computer, internet coin, I don't know what the fuck it's called. Internet markets, whatever. ICM. You got so much stuff. And literally, the one thing in crypto that I truly believe is a can't lose is AI because I'm seeing AI being integrated literally into everything. Everything every day. People using AI now every day. Kids using AI in school. So there's consistency with that narrative, and there has to be at some point a change with our personal economy because every other country has most likely started to go into QE. This is why Trump is like, Stu Powell's a fucking idiot, bro. What is he doing? This is why Trump feels that way. I don't know how y'all feel about Trump, man. I'm not picking a side. I'm just saying, like, bro, read the room. Read the fucking room, dude. What's wrong with you? It's going to explode. It's inevitable. Just got to load up your bags. Personally waiting until November. Well, our motto says that altcoin season could happen around there. But I actually created a altcoin season model for anybody that's new. And my model told me there's an 85% chance that we get an altcoin season at some point in Q4, right? Key requirements for an altcoin season would be Bitcoin consolidation between 120 and 140, increase retail participation. This is what we like. This is the one thing that, oh my goodness, we need altcoin season index to be above 75. It's in the 20s right now. You do not buy when it gets above 75 unless you're trading meme coins because everything is going crazy. Stable macro conditions, including absolutely no war tension, and then possibly getting out of QT, and then reduce Bitcoin dominance, right? Need the Bitcoin dominance to go down. So, based on everything that we're seeing, there's still a good chance that we could get altcoin season somewhere in Q4, right? And this was a report I did a few weeks ago. So ignore the price. We was like 109 then, right? So ignore the price. But this is kind of like what I've been looking at. You need that VIX around 16. We need strong job data to show that the economy is still strong. And we need some type of hype or momentum that drives retail into crypto. I think the last time retail like jumped into crypto, like jumping in a pool, was around the time President Trump dropped a meme coin called Trump coin. Literally on board millions of new people in crypto. But the only thing is they didn't make any money. And because they didn't make any money, they instantly got the fuck on and left. Unfortunately. All right. Now I'm not gonna make this live stream too long, but I wanted to come up here and talk and hang with you guys. All right. And the coins I believe in now are Fartcoin and SPX. Those are good. Those are good community coins. They have cults built around them. Pepe is another good cult coin. Nice rebound on Tau. Yeah, I got some stuff coming on Tau, man. Y'all gonna really, really love the breakdowns that I have coming on Tau. Tau subnets. Hopefully I can get a subnet owner to come and do an AMA. I know y'all want some new content, so I'm working on that. But I got so much Tau content on the way. I'm almost excited to get it out to you guys because there are some really, really good things being built within Tau's ecosystem. And when this market rebounds, I see a lot of liquidity going to some of these Tau subnets. If you haven't been paying attention, you can actually track the Tau subnets now on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So, you know what I'm saying? You can track those Tau subnets. Did that just happen? What happened in New York? Hold on. Did we just get some breaking news? Yeah, they about to print, man. Did we just go get? We just got some breaking news. Y'all said that okay, U.S. bases. Okay, I'm seeing what y'all talking about. Let's see what happened. Iran is currently launching missiles towards U.S. military bases. Uh, where's the bases at? Okay, here we go. So breaking news just in Iran launches missiles towards American bases in Qatar, say Israeli officials in Axios. Well, then that's not good, right? I expect by the end of the day, if this is true, that these bubbles probably will be turning red, which is a good thing, right? Because as long as we can, and not it's not a fucking good thing. It's not good. Nothing is good about it. But as an investor, when you're trying to get the best bang for your buck, then it becomes a good thing, right? As long as Bitcoin can hold those bull market bands, I think that we should be good. Let's take a look at ETH, because has ETH regained its bull market bands? It's so hot outside right now. Oh my god, it's almost fucking 100 degrees, man. Dang. All right, let's see here. We got ETH. ETH is right above the bull market band. So technically, if ETH can hold these bull market bands, is bullish, which coincides with my move that I showed you guys right here. This is the move. I said, hey, and I know this is like a bullish move, right? Because this can break down. Don't get me wrong, this shit can break down. But this is the hopium move. I hope this happens, right? I hope this ends up being an inverted head and shoulders. And like I talked about with Bitcoin, ETH also breaks to the upside and heads towards price discovery. Because I'll tell you this, because we've been suppressed for so long, right? If we get the triple conundrum, Fed cuts, ETH break out the price discovery, and the Bitcoin dominance capitulating, we might see a lot of motion. So the point of this the point of what I'm saying is, guys, you don't have to buy every time it dips. You don't have to absolutely do nothing when shit happens, right? You can just chill out. You don't every time something happens, you don't got to do something. The point I'm making is stay in the game. Have some type of skin in the game. create you something that can give you alerts on the market if you're not invested. Like, just be ready. Be ready. If this goes down, be ready. Just like 90% of us wish we were ready when the pandemic happened. In hindsight, I know, because I feel the same way. If I knew what I knew now, when the pandemic happened, would have been ready and would have been wealthy. So, same could be said here. Guess what? We got the information now. We got the knowledge now. All we have to do is apply our work ethic and stay ready. If you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. But I was taught. But that is unfortunate, and my stomach is rumbling. Yeah, it's crazy. What up, GS? You think retail is broke? Let's check retail. Let's check retail and see if retail is below the bull market bands here, right? Technically retail is still bullish, right? As long as retail, the XRT, right? This is a measurement of how savings accounts work, right? So technically, yeah, retail was a little broke in this little zone, but now has reclaimed the bull market band. So technically, retail got a little money. They just ain't putting it into the market. They just have no interest in crypto, right? You know, they not. Like I said, this is according to the XRT, right? But you know, I can't speak on no one's situation, none of that shit, right? This is looking at everything, and I've talked about what goes into the SPDR and SCP retail, XRT, and how it monitors retails and savings account and everything that it goes into it. If you don't know, go look it up. XRT on TradingView tells us that retail savings account are a little bit stronger than people believe. The thing is, they just don't want to buy crypto. I don't think they broke. Maybe they just breaking even. Maybe they just don't want to handle responsibilities, but they don't want to take a chance of losing their money in cryptocurrency. So they need the hype to come back, right? Which is cool. But we're not going to wait for retail. You don't wait for retail. You take a fucking risk, man. Not financial. This is what it is. It is. Two things are gonna happen. You either betting that this tension is not gonna last that long. We're gonna have V-shaped recovery. They're gonna cut the rates. They're gonna print whatever. Or you take a risk and you have understanding that this could be the end. This could be the beginning of the bear market. If I lose, I lose, but I learn. If you can't afford that, take that risk. Then don't do it. Stop playing with yourself. So many people talk about something, oh, I hold all these coins for all these years. You could have been got out. You could have been moved on. You could have been rotated. The market has gave us so many times to rotate, to fix your portfolio. How many times the market gave you a chance to consolidate your portfolio? But you just believed. You wanted to have diamond hands. That ain't nobody's fault but ourselves. Can't blame nobody else but yourself. I never understood how people get emotionally connected to strangers. These crypto projects are strangers. They're strangers. How you got love for a stranger you just met? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. These crypto projects are ran by strangers. And you fall in love with them. I mean, I can't rotate. You could have did whatever you wanted to do. You just chose not to. Hold accountability. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, market could react bad to these attacks, right? This could, and to be fair, Dr. Profit, he was like, "This is a bull. He said this is a bull trap." He said, "This is a bull trap, and Bitcoin is going down to 93K." I had some shorts that I want to put in, but I was a little like, this I don't know. Waiting for that 10-cent H bar. Ain't no buys if you buy on dips. Yeah, yeah, and see, I like that, Emilia. Like you know, the fact that you understand that there's other opportunities with risks on assets outside of just crypto. That's a step in the right direction. You gotta have an open mind about everything. Stick with Planter. 50K Bitcoin. I think Trump coin will blow up after all of this, but Iran just run. Yep, yep, yep. What's up, Louis? Man, this cycle has been a learning experience for us all. Yes. Yeah, AI isn't going anywhere. These are great prices for all. What's up, bro? Everything holding up. Hey, I'm holding up, bro. I'm in this game. I got skin in the game. I got skin in the game. A lot of us become millions, at least high six-figure thousandaires when QE happens. Let's say. Exactly. Look of the resolve and the resilience of crypto now. You can only imagine once the restrictions get off. It's kind of like driving a fucking sports car with a restrictor on it. And you like, damn, bro, I can't go over 120. But as soon as they take that restrictor off, you floating at 180, 200. QT is a restrictor. It's restricting what crypto is truly trying to do. Think about every time we get momentum, something bad happens, right? Why does AI? Yeah, y'all see those gains. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see your boy wasn't like that. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the gains come. Oh, yeah, my bad. I was looking at myself. I got a little distracted there. But yeah, ZBCN does have a lot of potential. But when they take the restrictors off, where do you think we're gonna sit, guys? When the market is bearish, I'm 100% degen. I am just on meme coins. Nah, I seen FCK 925 SPX. Yeah, man. There's another one that somebody shared in the council. Wilson, really, it's all in your own head. It is, man. Loki, what up, baby? What up? So, yeah, I'm showing up every day, guys. Sometimes I gotta take a break too, right? And it's only because I get tired of saying the same thing. So hopefully I can get me something that looks like a Jerry Bansfeld ICP deal with Tao. And we just explore that entire ecosystem, right? You know, pick an ecosystem. That's another thing. I think that has worked for me. Pick an ecosystem that you like and learn it. You can learn Tao like me. You can learn Sui like Archie. You can learn Say like Crypto Seth. You can learn XRP like the XRP heads. You can learn Solana like the Soul Degens. Maybe you just want to stick with ETH because you're familiar with ETH. Maybe you want to explore Bitcoin DeFi because you're a Bitcoin maxi. The point is, maybe you like HBAR because you're an HBarbarian. Find you a ecosystem and learn it, because I'm going to tell you this. This is something no one told me when I was first coming in crypto. This is some real shit. If you find an ecosystem that you like, and this is for anybody that got aspirations of becoming a content creator. If you find an ecosystem that you like, just start talking about it, whether it's posting about it, creating content about it, because once that ecosystem sees that you're in that ecosystem, that you're a part of it, and you don't got to fall in love with it, but you just got to have an understanding of how it works, and just crypto, right? You can say, hey, Tau is pumping. It's a good chance that the Tau Dex is going to pump. It's a good chance that the number one AI coin in Sui is going to pump. If Sui is, oh man, Solana is pumping. It's a good chance meme coins in Sol will be pumping. XRP is pumping. It's a good chance White Rock and a couple of these other projects in XRP will be doing good. ZBCN. So it's like you can really get into these ecosystems and they end up being like a planet, right? Crypto itself is a solar system, but it has different planets, and each ecosystem is a planet, right? So just learn as much as you can about what you're investing in, right? And you'll feel a little bit more comfortable with your investments. Yeah, man, they just retaliated. That's kind of messed up because again, you see though, you see how the market wanted to rebound people, you know what I'm saying? And this is not retail buying the fucking dips, guys. Pay attention. Every time we crash and correct and we do a capitulation, whatever, smart money comes, these institutions, this is who's buying. And they buy the dips. They buying the dips little and little here and there. This is not retail because retail is not here. This is smart money. Every time we get something that looks like a black swan, a correction, Trump tweeting, tariffs, Every time smart money comes and they keep buying these dips. They keep doing it. And no one's talking about it. No one's paying attention. Why do we keep rebounding so fiercely every time we dip? Because that's smart money buying. It's not retail. Retail isn't here. So we need to be buying when smart money is buying, not when retail is buying. That's how you make money in crypto. Retail pumps your bags and they are exit liquidity. It sounds fucked up, but that's what it is. Retail is your exit liquidity. How you get out. It's your exit plan. So every time this war happened, banks fucking collapsing, this, that, crypto dropping. Trump just posted another tariff, crypto drop. 2 days later, we rebound. And you're wondering, like, how are we getting these green bubbles and rebounding if retail isn't here? Smart money, institutions, Wall Street. They know they can make money with crypto quicker than they can make money in stocks. You don't think they smart enough? That's why they in Wall Street. They smart enough. They're quants. They understand this. There's stocks right now buying crypto. I've seen multiple stocks buy Tau. I've seen an oil company invest into XRP. I'm seeing multiple stock companies buy Bitcoin and ETH. So you ask yourself this, it's really common sense. Like, damn, Millie, I did notice that every time something bad happened in crypto, we just bounce back like nothing happened. But you keep telling me retail ain't here. So, Millie, who is buying? Smart money buying. Institutions buying. The people that understand, yeah, let me buy the dip. The whales. Am I into her? I haven't been in the trenches on AVAX, but like if you got any crypto Web3 projects that want to, reach out and do something with AVAX, let's go. Let's cook, baby. I'm all about the trenches. I don't care what ecosystem it is. I've been in SUI trenches. I've been in Say trenches. I'm in the Tau subnet trenches. I stay in Solana trenches, but nah, I haven't really done a lot with AVAX. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The reason is because I love Phantom Wallet. Like Phantom Wallet figured it the fuck out. They figured it out. So if Phantom eventually integrates AVAX, yeah, I'll be in the AVAX trenches. But I don't like MetaMask is like all clunky and blah, blah, blah. Like I gotta do this and bruh. Phantom, pow. 1-2 seconds, I'm in the game. I can't do all that with MetaMask. So that should hold back the trenches. I need something that's already ready to go. No coding, bam, we making it happen. That's why I love Solana and I love Phantom. And Tau is not that bad. It's just I wish they had more security measures for their wallets and stuff like that. Outside, but and I wish the block time was a little bit more faster. But it's supposed to be the next Bitcoin. I'm gonna do research in the arena in AVAX. But love that you reached out. Retail is the FOMO, gang. When they come back, take a little profits. That's true. Yes, David. Have you looked into agent virtual machine? Yes, I've been looking into AVM. That's something that is on my watch list. That is something that's on my watch list. I think I shared it. I may have shared it in the J5 Council. Let me see here if I shared it. AVM. I may have shared AVM. When did I share AVM? I could have swore I shared this shit in the J5 Council. 1 second, I'm trying to see, guys, when I originally shared AVM. Because I could have swore I did some research on AVM. Okay, this is SAL, Salvium. Okay, we did KTA. All right, yeah. AVM, Agents Virtual Machine. So, I originally shared AVM in the J5 Council on June 11th. This is what I'm saying, like, guys. Like, if you don't see me posting, and you might think, oh, Millie done with crypto. Nah, Millie just in the trenches. Millie doing some low cap Deej and shit. So, I follow the Wealth Group. If you a DJ, you know exactly who the fuck the Wealth Group is. So that's how you know I'm official, right? So I follow the Wealth Group. Any token that comes across the wealth group, Millie knows about. I originally posted Agent Virtual Machines in the J5 Council June 11th. J5 Council can confirm this because I'm looking at it right now. And it was, you know, I don't know if the market cap has went down since then. AVM. Um, yeah, I guess it went down. It was like what? No, I guess it went up a little bit. It was $19 million market cap. So now it's like $22 million market cap FDV. So yeah, I shared this like a week ago on June 11th, and the price really hasn't did anything, but it's starting to get back above that VWAP and also our 21-day EMA on the 4 hour. Do we have some daily? It's a rather new token. No, I'm still looking at the 4 hour on this. Yeah. So yes, guys, I do know about this token, and I did share it in the J5 Council on June 11th. Appreciate you, PJ. Uh, all right, is that it, guys? Is that it? So I rambled enough for you. Whew, I rambled for you guys enough. If you got any other questions, just let me know. Emergency meeting, World War III. Yep. Market probably gonna start pricing that in soon. But yeah, I'm in a couple of Degen plays. I don't know if you guys into some, and I don't think this is the right time to kind of like be posting really Degen stuff, because I mean you can get some good coins in the top 300 right on sale right now. But there's always I'm saying that to say that there's always opportunity in crypto. Iran Supreme National Security Council has announced that it has destroyed the U.S. air base in Al Qaeda, Qatar. Yeah, that's crazy. They use the word destroy. Dang, bro. This is cold right here. I ain't never see this. We don't got this in the States. When we in traffic, we gotta just stay in traffic. China, they come and adjust the rails. Yo, that's dang, bro. I feel like I'm missing out by not going across the country, bro. They said Bali is nice. They said Millie go to Bali, Millie go to Thailand and all these places. They love brothers out there. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Is that it? What up, Millie's? What's up, Wise Mind? Yeah, bro. I just wanted to go on for a little hour, guys. It's a slow day, right? No retailers here. It's just the crypto bros, and we gonna make it. It's just the crypto bros, and we gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm be on stream all week. I'll be pumping content all week, and we're just gonna continue to take it from there. Strong believe. What's up, baby? Appreciate that two bean dog. Oh, bro. I'm building some shit, man. I built this app. I'm trying to fucking integrate the database, and it's giving me a hard fucking time, bro. Annoying. And, come on, man. I cannot get the email verification to work on the app. that I just built, bro. This app's so fucking cold. I can't wait to really share this with y'all. I can't wait to share this with y'all. I can't say nothing about it though. But if I could get this email verification integrated correctly, one step in the right direction. Yeah, we got to keep buying the bags, right, man? DCA, but do it in a responsible manner. Do it in a responsible manner. Yeah, I can see Trump going ham when all this is over. Y'all really bullish on Trump coin, huh? Guys, look, I want to make it clear. There's a lot of lower cap coins listed on centralized exchanges that got a little bit more potential than something like Trump coin. Trump coin has a high market cap. Now, doesn't mean it can't do well, but you're really selling yourself short because if you do the research and you find you a legit community token listed on centralized exchanges. When we have altcoin season, you're going to see 100 X's from some of these tokens sitting around $5 million market cap, $6 million market cap. Now you can go full port into these $1 billion memes, but at least be putting up a real bag if you're going to get into $1 billion memes, because there is so much opportunity in the 5 million, $10 million range for meme coins that you kind of sell yourself short buying something that's well over 1 billion. Like most YouTubers will be like, yeah, yeah, buy that, buy that. Nah, you can really find a really good community token less than $10 million. All you got to do is put in the time and put in the research, and you'll get far more rewarded than buying something that's already over a $1 billion market cap. Let the word to the wise be efficient. I'm not trying to scare you away from Trump. Y'all already know how I am. I'm not trying to scare y'all away from nothing. I want y'all to do what y'all do. I'm just telling you. Like, people be trying to figure out how I find these coins. Ask the council. I think I talked about a coin at a $31,000 market cap. It went to $2 million market cap over the weekend. And my cost base average was 31,000. Like, shit like this happens all the time. I don't even want to share y'all some of the Deej and shit. Today is not the day. But all I'm saying is, yeah, there, you can get you a good 10x. You can get you a good 10x, 15x, maybe a 15x with something like SPX, Trump coin. Maybe you get a 15x, 10x, but like there's gonna be some really, really good 100x treasures. When we get a real altcoin season, you're gonna be seeing shit pop off that's been suppressed for 2, 3 years. Big, strong green candles. So just keep that in mind. Like, yeah, when you build your portfolio, if you want to keep your shit less volatile, I get it. Get you some good blue chips. Is what it is. But don't sell yourself short. You don't have to put a lot into a Degen play either. Because the same amount you put into something that's well over a billion, you can put less into something at 5 million and make far more than you would have made from that $1 billion core. You can also lose it all. So that's why you gotta make sure you tighten your research up. Tighten your research up, join good groups. All right, I went for 1 hour, guys. Appreciate everybody that showed up. I'm gonna take my walk for the day. Um, I've been vibe coding all morning on conversations with different owners and stuff like that at crypto companies. So I'm gonna take my walk for the day. Guys, don't let this market discourage you. With all this bullshit happening, we still above the bull market bands on Bitcoin and ETH. That's bullish. In the midst of we still in QT, which is bullish. If we was in QE and this was happening, then I would be bearish. But we haven't even seen how this new cryptocurrency market, with all of these new cryptocurrency laws and all these pro motherfucking people, we haven't seen how this market will be with the shackles off. We haven't seen it yet. So why are we depressed? Why are we frustrated? We know we in QT. We in QT. What do we? I thought we was gonna get an altcoin season bull run in QT. Yeah, I thought that, but them hopes been gone. Now I want to see how crypto market responds when the shackles get off. And we just got to make it to the finish line. Say, log off your computer. If you're not full-time Web3, just throw your shit in a goddamn ledger, whatever you do. Go live life and come back in Q4. Simple. Don't overthink it. Retail is smart. They'll FOMO into low cash when they start to pump. Yeah. You look. Good point, wise mind. I want to make it clear to all the new people in crypto or the new PA savants. There's nothing wrong with buying upon confirmation. Crypto Playground to tell you this as well. There's nothing wrong with buying upon confirmation. There's nothing wrong. Crypto Playground. I'm gonna need you to test out one of these apps that I built, bro. And just give me some time. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna have you test out something for me. I'm gonna have you test out something for me. All right, guys, I gotta go. Health is wealth. It's been 100 degrees in some of these fucking places. Please drink water, eat healthy, go on a walk daily, 10,000 steps. Tell a loved one you love them. We gotta wake up every day with love in our heart, with all of this tension and negativity going wrong. Treat people how you want to be treated. Respect goes a long way. Hey, you can be the star of the hour if you make every minute count. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.